Sometimes you gotta close the door to open a window.
Vou bater na água. Não atira não. Desce um aí que eu vou pegar os outros lá.
مورد غیابت اعضای محترم باید جدی بحث نترسین شارتی برق است وکیل صاحبای محترم
Is it an evil eye? A trick of the living dead? Either way, it cannot be investigated without due caution.
아마 고로야 아마 저쪽 뭐야 오로 뭐야 아마 오로 뭐야 아마 오로 저도 오르나가 아마 오로 뭐야
Вы за активистов?
За активистов, конечно.
Я просто хотела спросить, как вы думаете, если здесь вот просто сказать два слова, меня за это сейчас арестуют или нет?
Вас уже задерживают. С ума сойти. С ума сойти. Вы это видели, нет?
Вы снимаете только оппозиционеров, да?
Всех снимаю.
Всех снимаете? Ну, а вот у кого есть другое мнение, вы тоже их снимаете?
Конечно, всех снимаю.
Ну, а тех, кто, например, не выходит на митинги, и кто считает, что военная операция, которую развернула наша страна, вы таких снимаете?
все мнения показал.
Ну вот я тоже хочу высказать тогда свое мнение.
Скажите.
Меня устраивает то, что...
Это шок-контент. Человек пришел сказать, что ее устраивает. Видимо, Владимир Владимирович Путин в том числе и все остальное. Но она и не...
It touches your knees.
長周期地震動が高層ビルを揺らしていたのです。
Hollister is conducting some of the first experiments with pure THC on human beings. One volunteer subject is Bill Mahler, 23, unmarried, and a graduate student at Stanford. He was given an amount roughly equivalent to 3 marijuana cigarettes, a comparatively mild dose, but a little more than most people would take to get high.
Well, Bill, we're ready to go. This is your dose of today's drug.
There have been virtually no scientifically controlled experiments like this for nearly 30 years. Now, with the newly isolated chemical, Dr. Hollister hopes to define more precisely what marijuana does.
You probably notice it has a mildly alcoholic flavor. That's something we can't avoid because the drug has to be dissolved in alcohol.
Bill, how do you feel now?
Really great.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Is it a nice sensation?
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Is it really?
Some weird patterns and stuff. You know, when
Does
I
your
close my
mind
eyes.
keep wandering?
No, it doesn't wander. Well, I was getting so hot in here with these lights, you know?
Yeah.
So I just started thinking that I was cold, and now I'm cold.
To measure the psychological effects, he was given a series of cards and told to pick out a description of his own feelings.
You know, I could goose up there, but...
The effect of the drug was increasing.
Considerate. Defiant? Not at all. Fatigued? Not at all. Unhappy? Not at all. Businesslike? Not at all. Sheesh. Friendly? Extreme. Grouchy? Not at all. Sleepy? A little. Strong.
Do you think you feel stronger than you usually do?
No. Well, just, you know, I mean, if, you know, it's just the bigger range, you know? Distribution spread out. It's got same mean, no, same mean. It's, you know, it's just portion out those little variances, you know. That's what it's doing. Fantastic, though.
What's so fantastic about it?
Everything just gets, you know, popping around. You know, everything's just moving, constantly moving. Well, Bill, it's been about 2 hours since you got the drug. How do you feel? Oh, it's hard to explain, you know, because there's nothing like it in the real world, you know. I mean, it's just completely different, you know, so I really can't compare it to anything. It's not like anything you've experienced before? Oh, never in this amount, you know. Is it similar to, but greater than the effects you got from marijuana? Yeah. Yeah. You look sort of bemused, as if you're smiling and happy. Yeah, I guess that's right. And a little bit, your eyes seem red to me. Can we take off your glasses and take a look at these eyes? Yeah, they're a little bit bloodshot. Almost as if you've been drinking a bit too much. But this does not feel the same as alcoholic intoxication. No. So we found out that the drug makes people happy, it makes them intoxicated, and...
Да нормально. Что красиво. Та пока не попало. Якщо що, буду збивати. В курсі. Да. Ну я ж не думав, що це по трьом чувакам фосфор кинули. Блять, машину попало. Не в нашу.
В нашу?
Ні. Фух, ні, нормально, мимо.
Ты, блядь, руками не лезь.
Ні, ти що? nu komt. Coming off that. Coming off that. They're gonna shoot. They're gonna fucking shoot. Found Robbie. Found Robbie. Found Josh. Ask him where they are. Fucking shoot him. Die Leitrode. Die Leitrode. Fuck.
Брос. Экипаж одевает защитные очки. Приближается к точке взрыва. Высота 4000 метров. Осталось 3 секунды. 2, 1, 0. Взрыв сопровождался световой вспышкой необычной силы. В этот момент самолет-носитель находился в 40 и последующие свечения, несмотря на сплошную облачность, были видны в радиусе до... Полевой столб, поднимающийся с земли, быстро увеличился в объеме. Через несколько секунд после взрыва диаметр полевого столба составлял около 10 километров. Увеличиваясь в размерах, облако медленно поднималось вверх. В своем конечном развитии оно достигло...
Who owns this mall? He had them close the whole shopping mall, and he had people in there that I knew pretending as if they were shopping, so it felt like, you know, it was a real environment. And to see in my way kind of what the real world is like, even though it wasn't the real thing.
Michael Bay. Why me? It was my first shopping experience in 30 years.
That easy. From my point of view, whenever I first came in here and I saw this, I was like, oh my goodness.
You got okay, please. Things tell me for real. Damn, man. baby. I'm sorry. Okay, okay.
Let's go right now.
Okay, I'm sorry. Damn, baby.
Now you go down for this.
Damn, I'm sorry.
Call the police, bitch! Call the police right now!
I'm sorry, baby.
Fuck your damn I shoot you, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Didn't I?
I don't want it that
Didn't
bad.
I?
I don't want
Didn't
it
I?
that. Yeah, baby.
Didn't I just say I'll kill you?
I'm sorry,
Didn't I
baby.
just say that? Didn't I just say that?
I'm freaking cause your bitch, yeah, she freaking.
What it do, bitch? Say you love me. I don't wanna hear that bullshit. Put it
Còn nhái vậy nè. Nhái vậy nè.
มาฝั่งนี้สิลูกมือหลวงพ่อใหญ่จะได้ถูก อย่าทำหลวงพ่อใหญ่แรงหลายเบาๆเจ็บอะไร
บ้านเดินได้
The gift of instant fire seems to convince the Tulambi that Dutilleux, living dead or not, is socially acceptable, or at least is no immediate threat. With what may be one of the oldest gestures of humankind, the right hand, the weapon hand, is offered in greeting. The Tulambi look at Jean-Pierre's pale skin as if it could be paint. But would the living dead be warm, made of flesh and bone and muscle, just as they are?
Got the drug dogs out.
Slowly, slowly, slowly. Okay. Tubig, tubig. Kumakain lang siya. Kumakain lang. Tinalunan niya.
Loves it.
Oh my god. Come here, baby.
Other side, other side. Come on. Yes, one more. One more. Thank you. Okay. Forward.
She just.
No fear, the cats are unlikely to charge.
they are enraged at having their prey stolen, the cheetahs will not call the bushman's bluff. Finally, the cheetahs concede the springbuck to the bushman. The walk back
Put it on there. That's it. Just take your time putting it on. That's it. And you'll see the mirror form. It'll take a little bit of time. That's why the heat's going. You see, it's going off quite nicely already. You're getting a mirror reaction. There you go. That's a perfect mirror already. You can see how far that's gone off. Probably just need a little bit more liquid. Try not to let it run off though. There we go.
Isso. Tira a peruca dele. Isso. Tira a máscara.
Casaco. Não, não, casaco, casaco.
Tira a roupa. Tira o casaco.
Pra poder mostrar a camisa.
Tira o casaco, preso.
Casaco preso. Agora não é hora de fazer pirraça.
Não, eu não vou virar...
Então, tira isso aí, pô.
Eu vou virar ajuda na mão de vocês.
Não, ninguém
tem que com o corpo.
Tira isso aí, vai se encostar na mão. Tira o casaco. Tira o casaco. Tira o casaco. Não vou ficar... Tira o casaco.
Isso. É só tirar a roupa
normal. Camisa tirar normal. Não tem esculacho.
É geral, pô.
Ninguém tá te fazendo nada, pô.
Sem esculacho.
Não, não, não. Calma
Devagar.
Calma aí.
Isso.
Bota de volta o...
Não, tem que tirar. Tá bom, tira a máscara.
Só um minuto. Pera aí. É isso, não tem esculacho não, pô.
Qual é o teu nome?
Alvino da Silva.
Qual a cela?
V7. Whoa. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Oh, my. Yeah.
「ナショナルネオハイトップ高層ビルに挑戦」。見たか長持ち力持ちナショナルネオハイトップ。
Now, of course, it's still green for me if I have some random rogue biofire employee come up here and try to take the gun from me. And he grabs it. Up. No shooty. Now you're trying to hold that right-handed.
Yeah.
But even if you use the fingerprint sensor, psych, you're not enrolled in the gun. You don't get to shoot it. But I do get to shoot it. Back to green for me. I cover the lasers here. It turns white, which means it's actively looking for me. So it's only when this turns white does the camera start actively looking for me. And by the way, it is a near IR camera, and it has a little IR flash strobe in there, so the camera will work in the dark, which is relevant for home defense. I really do like that. You know, you can. It's one thing to fiddle around with it and try and disprove the thing, but when I actually pick up the gun, like I'm going to shoot it, by the time it comes up, that sight's just green.
Cats, when dropped under normal conditions, will invariably rotate their bodies longitudinally in midair and land on their feet. This automatic reflex action is almost completely lost under weightlessness.
Ooh, is the V? Stand still, stand still. Stand still. Stand still, stand still. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that. Don't do that, don't do that, don't do that, don't do that!
Oh my gosh, there's so many bees. There's so many bees. There's so many bees. In my ear. I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck. I'm getting stuck.
TPT.
Jack! The colour! It's leaking through the window!
Pooh, that filthy thing all over my new carpet!
Look, it's filling the room! How are we going to breathe?
Quick off of the Wollongong air! I'll try and hold it down. There it is.
Hey, look at me! Look at me! I'm in colour! Come on in, it's lovely!
I can't hold it on very long, Rob. Here it goes, Arthur!
Or a pattern, which we want to send to another location. And the only way to send it is through a small tube. For our purpose, we'll make this picture on closely wound string. Now, if we start at one end of the picture, taking it line by line or string by string in proper order, we can run the string through the tube and assemble it at the other end, line by line, until we again have the original pattern. That is exactly what we do in wired photo transmission. But we now take the picture apart electrically and translate it into units that we can send over a wire. The units are lines, all of the same width, but of different tones of gray. If we have a given number of lines in a given space, the tonal value of the page, the difference between dark gray and light gray, is determined by the density of the lines. If the lines vary in density, they will form a pattern. Instead of changing lines into a pattern, wired photo transmission is simply a matter of breaking up the pattern or picture into lines. This process is called scanning. A light is focused on the picture, and as the drum revolves, this light scans the picture from top to bottom on this line. At the same time, the drum is moving slowly along in front of the light, so that every part of the picture is scanned. If we stop the drum and look inside the case, then remove the condensing and amplifying apparatus, leaving only the optical system, we see that as this light strikes each part of the picture, it is reflected back through a lens and an aperture. The aperture allows only 1/100th of an inch of the picture to pass through at a time, so that the picture is scanned in fine lines. The light that gets through the aperture goes into the photoelectric cell. This cell contains a plate made of a metal that has a distinct reaction to light. Electric current will pass more freely through the plate when it is exposed to a lot of light. Very little electric current will pass through if the cell is dark. Therefore, when there is a white spot on the picture, a lot of light is reflected from it into the photoelectric cell, and a lot of current passes through the plate. If there is a dark spot on the picture, little or no light is reflected from it onto the plate, and very little current will pass through it. The current is then radiated into the receiver of the telephone set, where the telephone coils pick up the energy or current and send it over the line to the wired photo receiving set. On the receiving machine, these currents are then transferred into corresponding lines on a photographic negative wrapped on a similar drum. Let's stop this drum and look inside. The light that reaches the negative comes from a neon tube into which our current has been fed. A neon tube is used because it will react more quickly to current than an ordinary tube. With lots of current, it immediately becomes bright, and with less current, the tube dims quickly. An opening on this machine, similar to the one on the sending machine, allows only a small amount of light to go through to the negative at one time. The whole story of wired photo transmission, then, is simply this. A lamplight scans the original picture. A white spot on the picture makes a lot of current. Lots of current makes lots of light on the receiving machine, and so exposes the negative more heavily at that point. A black spot on the picture reflects no light back into the photoelectric cell, no current passes over the telephone line, the neon tube remains dim, and the negative is not exposed. We have merely unwound the original by lines in terms of lights and shadows, and wound it up again on the negative. The negative now goes through the regular routine. It is developed and printed, and made into a half-tone engraving called a cut. Put into the form, it goes with the page to be made into a mat, then a mold, then a part of the roaring presses. Before the advent of wired photos, days were required to send a picture from coast to coast by train, and hours by airplane. Now, it is only a matter of minutes after a news event has occurred before newspapers all over the country are carrying pictures that tell the story more graphically and completely than the printed word. Pictures sent from any location by simply picking up a telephone and calling the paper.